Welcome, fellow adventurers, to our immersive 360-degree walking tour of Gotanda, one of Tokyo's vibrant and lesser-known gems. I'm thrilled you've joined us today as we explore this fascinating neighborhood. Before we dive in, I want to extend a heartfelt thank you for watching. If you're enjoying the tour, don't forget to like and subscribe. It really helps us bring more of these virtual adventures to life. Now, if you're new to 360-degree videos, you're in for a treat. It's incredibly easy to look around in any direction and take in the full surroundings. If you're on a computer, simply click and drag your mouse within the video window. On a mobile device, you can move your phone around or swipe the screen. No special equipment is needed, just your curiosity and sense of adventure. We're starting our journey on the pedestrian bridge of Gotanda Station. Take a moment to look around. Can you spot the JR line and Yamanote train on your left? That's right, we're in the heart of Tokyo's intricate transit system, and there's so much to discover. As we move along, take in the sights and sounds of this lively district. Notice the mixture of sleek high-rises and charming older buildings, a testament to Tokyo's unique ability to honor the past while embracing the future. Feel free to look around and soak in the atmosphere. Now, let's step into the bustling world of Gotanda together. Are you ready to uncover the secrets of this Tokyo neighborhood? As we walk on the pedestrian bridge of Gotanda Station, we're perfectly positioned to absorb the pulsing energy of this Tokyo neighborhood. Take a moment to really soak in the scene around you. The bridge itself is a marvel of urban design, a testament to Tokyo's commitment to efficient and safe pedestrian movement amidst the hustle and bustle of city life. I hope you were able to see the gleaming tracks of the JR line and the iconic Yamanote train. The Yamanote line is often called Tokyo's Loop Line, a circular route that connects many of the city's most important commercial and residential districts. It's the lifeblood of Tokyo's transit system, carrying millions of commuters every day. If you watch for a moment, you might catch a glimpse of the distinctive green-striped trains gliding past, always punctual to the second. Gotanda Station, where we find ourselves, is more than just a transit hub. It's a crucial junction in the southern part of Tokyo's central districts. As we make our way off the bridge, something peculiar catches our eye. On the right, do you see that long line of people? They're not waiting for the latest tech gadget or a celebrity signing. Believe it or not, they're eagerly anticipating the opening of a Pachinko parlor. Now, for those unfamiliar with Pachinko, it's a uniquely Japanese form of entertainment that's part pinball, part slot machine, and entirely captivating for its devotees. These colorful, noisy establishments are a staple of urban Japan, and Gotanda is no exception. The dedication of these early morning patrons gives you a sense of just how popular this pastime is. It's fascinating to see how dedicated players can be, often lining up before the parlors even open. This speaks to the cultural significance of Pachinko in Japan, where it's more than just a game, it's a social activity, a daily ritual for many. But wait, what's that? Do you notice that person walking by, seemingly counting or muttering to themselves? They're not practicing their multiplication tables, I assure you. What you're witnessing is likely a fascinating ritual in the world of Pachinko, the kobeya or kobeya. These individuals, often easily recognizable by their focused demeanor and quiet mutterings, are Pachinko enthusiasts with a mission. They're meticulously counting the number of balls dispensed by each machine, trying to identify the ones that might be hot or more likely to pay out. It's a blend of superstition, strategy, and sheer determination. The presence of a kobeya often creates a buzz among waiting players. They'll keenly observe which machines the counter pays special attention to, hoping to glean some insider knowledge before the parlor even opens its doors. This scene offers us a glimpse into the intricate subculture surrounding Pachinko. Despite its widespread popularity, it occupies a somewhat gray area in Japanese law. Gambling for cash is technically illegal in Japan, but Pachinko parlors sidestep this by offering prizes instead, which can then be exchanged for cash at nearby shops, a workaround that's become an accepted part of the system. The dedication of these early risers and the presence of the kobeya counter remind us that Gotanda, like many Tokyo neighborhoods, has layers of complexity that aren't immediately apparent to the casual observer. Behind the business suits and office buildings lies a world of entertainment, strategy, and community that's uniquely Japanese. As we continue our walk, keep an eye out for more of these subtle but telling signs of local life. Gotanda is full of surprises, and sometimes the most interesting stories are found in the quiet moments before the neighborhood fully wakes up. What do you think? Shall we try our luck at Pachinko later, or would you prefer to explore some of Gotanda's other hidden gems? The day is young, and there's so much more to discover in this fascinating corner of Tokyo. We're actually straddling the border between two of Tokyo's special wards, Shinagawa to the south and Meguro to the north. This strategic location has made Gotanda a key player in Tokyo's development over the years. Now, let's talk about the area surrounding us. Gotanda is a fascinating blend of commercial vigor and residential charm. It's one of those areas that perfectly encapsulates the multifaceted nature of Tokyo, a place where you can find towering office buildings alongside cozy local eateries, and where century-old shrines coexist with cutting-edge technology companies. Gotanda is situated in the Shinagawa Ward, one of Tokyo's special wards known for its mix of business, residential, and entertainment areas. Historically, Shinagawa was one of the first post towns along the Tokaido Road, which connected Edo, modern-day Tokyo, to Kyoto. Gotanda has a rich history that dates back to the Edo period, when it was a post town on the Tokaido Road, the main thoroughfare connecting Edo, Old Tokyo, with Kyoto. The name Gotanda itself has an interesting origin. It's said to come from Gotenyama, or Palace Mountain, referring to a local daimyo's residence that once stood in the area. Today, Gotanda serves as a vital commercial center, home to numerous IT and technology companies, making it a part of what some call Tokyo's new Silicon Valley. But it's not all business. The area is also known for its diverse dining scene, particularly its Korean restaurants, a nod to the significant Korean community that has called Gotanda home for generations. As we walk, let me paint a picture of Tokyo's unique administrative structure. The city you see around you isn't just one monolithic entity. It's actually divided into 23 special wards, each with its own character and local government. These wards, or ku in Japanese, form the heart of Tokyo, covering an area of about 619 square kilometers. Imagine Tokyo as a giant puzzle, with each ward a distinct piece. The largest of these pieces is Ota Ward, sprawling over 60 square kilometers, while the smallest is Tito Ward, covering just 10 square kilometers. Despite their size differences, each ward packs a punch when it comes to population density. For instance, Setagaya Ward is the largest by population, home to over 900,000 people. It's a primarily residential area with beautiful parks and a family-friendly vibe. On the other hand, Chiyoda Ward is one of the smallest in terms of population, but houses the Imperial Palace, the seat of Japan's government, and several corporate headquarters, making it a significant political and business center. Speaking of population, if you were to gather all the residents of these 23 wards, you'd have a crowd of nearly 10 million people. That's more than the entire population of Austria or Switzerland. Now, here's an interesting tidbit. These wards weren't always part of Tokyo. Until 1943, they were actually part of Tokyo City. But during World War II, the city was dissolved, and these areas became special wards directly governed by Tokyo Prefecture. It wasn't until 2000 that they gained the level of autonomy they enjoy today. Each ward has its own unique flavor. For instance, Shibuya and Shinjuku are known for their bustling entertainment districts. Minato is home to many embassies and international businesses. Chiyoda houses the Imperial Palace and many government buildings. And Sumida, where you'll find the famous Tokyo Skytree, is known for its connection to traditional Japanese culture. Here's a fun fact. If Tokyo's special wards were considered a city in their own right, they'd be the world's second largest city by daytime population. The influx of commuters swells the daytime population to over 15 million. As we're walking through Gotanda, straddling the border between Shinagawa and Meguro wards, we're witnessing firsthand how these administrative divisions blend seamlessly in the urban landscape. You might not notice when you cross from one ward to another, but each has its own schools, services, and even unique local festivals. The ward system allows for more localized governance in this massive metropolis. Each ward has its own mayor and council, making decisions on local matters like waste collection, elementary education, and social services. It's a delicate balance of local autonomy and metropolitan cohesion that helps keep this sprawling city running smoothly. What makes Tokyo truly special is how each ward contributes to the city's diversity and vibrancy. You can explore high-tech districts like Akihabara, known as the Mecca for electronics and anime fans, or visit the traditional neighborhoods of Yanaka, where time seems to slow down and the old Tokyo atmosphere is preserved. Tokyo is a city of contrasts and surprises, where futuristic skyscrapers stand alongside ancient shrines and serene gardens offer a peaceful retreat from bustling streets. Each ward has its own charm and attractions, making Tokyo a never-ending adventure for residents and visitors alike. So next time you're navigating Tokyo, remember you're not just exploring one city, but 23 interconnected mini-cities, each with its own story to tell. It's this complexity, this intricate web of communities, that makes Tokyo such a fascinating place to explore. As we continue our walk, what aspects of ward life would you like to know more about? The local festivals? The distinctive features of Shinagawa and Meguro wards? Or perhaps how this system impacts daily life in Gotanda? There's so much more to uncover in this multifaceted city. As we approach the Sumitomo Fudosan Takanawa Park Tower, let's take a moment to appreciate this impressive structure that has been a part of Gotanda's skyline for nearly 3 decades. Completed in November 1994, this building stands as a testament to the rapid development that Tokyo experienced in the late 20th century. The tower rises 20 stories above ground, with an additional 2 floors below street level. Its steel frame construction is typical of buildings from this era, designed to withstand the seismic challenges that Tokyo often faces. The building offers a substantial amount of space, with a total floor area of 646.72 square meters, or 195.62 tsubo in traditional Japanese measurements. While it may not be the newest kid on the block, the Sumitomo Fudosan Takanawa Park Tower continues to play a significant role in Gotanda's business landscape. Its location, just a 7-minute walk from Gotanda Station on the Yamanote Line, makes it a convenient spot for offices and businesses. The tower is part of a larger complex that includes office spaces and likely some retail or dining options on the lower floors, although the exact mix of tenants may have changed over the years. The building's design, while not as flashy as some of Tokyo's more recent architectural marvels, represents the functional and efficient style that was popular in the 1990s. Let's turn our attention to the small green area surrounding the tower. In space-starved Tokyo, every bit of greenery is precious, and this area is no exception. This carefully designed urban oasis serves multiple purposes. It provides a welcome splash of nature in the concrete jungle, softening the urban landscape and making the area more inviting for both workers and passersby. These small parks often serve as evacuation areas in times of emergency, a crucial feature in earthquake-prone Tokyo. Moreover, the green space plays a vital role in combating the urban heat island effect, with plants absorbing heat and releasing moisture to cool the surrounding area. The benches scattered around invite office workers to take their lunch breaks outside, providing a moment of respite from the busy workday. This harmonious coexistence of nature and architecture is a microcosm of Tokyo's broader urban planning philosophy, creating livable spaces within the dense urban fabric. As we make our way back towards Gotanda Station, let's take a moment to talk about Seisen University, an institution that, while not visible from our current path, plays a significant role in the educational landscape of this area. Seisen University is a private Catholic university located in the Takanawa district, just a short distance from Gotanda. Established in 1938 and chartered as a women's 4-year college in 1950, it originally began as a women's college and has since grown into a prestigious institution known for its focus on liberal arts education. The university is affiliated with the Society of the Sacred Heart, an international Catholic organization dedicated to education and community service. The university takes its name from the Chinese characters meaning pure spring, reflecting its founder's vision of providing a wellspring of knowledge and virtue for young women. It was established by the Handmaids of the Sacred Heart of Jesus, a Catholic religious institute, and continues to uphold its founding principles of fostering global citizens with a strong sense of ethics and social responsibility. Seisen University is relatively small by Japanese standards, with a student body of around 1,900. This smaller size allows for a more intimate learning environment, which is quite different from the large, crowded lecture halls you might find at some of Tokyo's larger universities. The campus, while compact, is known for its serene atmosphere. It features a mix of modern and more traditional buildings, including a beautiful chapel that serves as a spiritual center for the university community. The grounds are well maintained, with plenty of green spaces providing a peaceful oasis in the midst of bustling Gotanda. One of the university's key features is its strong emphasis on global education. Seisen offers a range of programs taught entirely in English, attracting international students and preparing Japanese students for careers on the global stage. The university is particularly known for its Department of Global Citizenship Studies, which aims to nurture leaders capable of addressing global issues. Another interesting aspect of Seisen University is its commitment to the liberal arts. In a country where higher education often focuses heavily on specialized career preparation, Seisen bucks the trend by offering a broad-based education that encourages critical thinking and creativity. The presence of Seisen University adds a youthful international flavor to the Gotanda area. During term time, you might spot groups of students in the local cafes or bookstores, adding to the neighborhood's vibrant atmosphere. While we won't be visiting the campus today, its proximity to our route serves as a reminder of the diverse elements that make up Tokyo's neighborhoods. From business towers to universities, from pachinko parlors to tranquil green spaces, Gotanda exemplifies the multifaceted nature of this incredible city. Now let's dive into the broader landscape of universities in Tokyo and Japan as we make our way back to Gotanda Station. Tokyo is a veritable hub of higher education, home to some of Japan's most prestigious universities, as well as a diverse array of specialized institutions. While Seisen University offers a unique, intimate learning environment, it's just one piece of a much larger educational puzzle. First, let's talk about the difficulty of getting into Japanese universities. The entrance exam system, colloquially known as exam hell or Jukin Jigoku, is notoriously challenging. Many students spend years preparing for these exams, often attending cram schools or juku after regular school hours. The most prestigious universities, like the University of Tokyo, often called Todai, and Waseda University, have incredibly competitive acceptance rates, sometimes below 10%. However, it's worth noting that once students are admitted, the difficulty often eases somewhat. There's a saying in Japan, entering is hard, graduating is easy. This doesn't mean the coursework isn't challenging, but rather that the intense pressure of entrance exams gives way to a different kind of academic experience. University life in Japan is marked by a strong club culture. These clubs, or circles as they're often called, range from sports teams to cultural activities to academic societies. They play a crucial role in students' social lives and often in their future career prospects. It's not uncommon for students to spend more time on their club activities than on their studies, as these clubs are seen as important for building relationships and developing soft skills valued by employers. Another interesting aspect of Japanese university life is job hunting, or shukatsu. This process typically begins in the third year of university and can be incredibly time-consuming and stressful. Students often attend numerous job fairs, information sessions, and interviews, all while trying to keep up with their studies. Now let's touch on some of the other notable universities in Tokyo. The biggest is the University of Tokyo, Japan's most prestigious university, known for its rigorous academics and research output. Waseda University is a private university famous for its strong liberal arts programs and vibrant student life. Keio University is another top private university, particularly renowned for its business and economics programs. Tokyo Institute of Technology specializes in science and engineering education and research. Sophia University is known for its global outlook and English-based degree programs. These universities and many others contribute to Tokyo's reputation as a global education center. They attract students from all over Japan and around the world, adding to the city's international flavor. It's also worth mentioning that in recent years, there's been a push to internationalize Japanese higher education. More universities are offering courses and entire degree programs in English, aiming to attract international students and prepare Japanese students for global careers. As we approach Gotanda Station, think about how these educational institutions contribute to the vibrant tapestry of Tokyo life. From the students you might see rushing to classes or club activities, to the graduates working in the offices around us, education plays a crucial role in shaping this city and its future. What aspects of Japanese university life intrigue you the most? Now, let's shift our focus to the earlier stages of Japan's education system. The journey to university begins long before those entrance exams, and understanding the school system gives us insight into Japanese society as a whole. Japan's education system is often praised for its high standards and egalitarian approach. It starts with yoshin, or kindergarten, which children typically attend from ages 3 to 6. These early years focus on socialization and basic skills, with an emphasis on group harmony that will continue throughout their education. Elementary school, or shogako, runs for 6 years, starting when children are around 6 years old. It's here that students begin wearing those iconic school uniforms you might spot around the city. The curriculum covers a wide range of subjects, including moral education, which emphasizes values like respect, responsibility, and perseverance. After elementary school comes 3 years of junior high school, or chugako. This is when academic pressure starts to ramp up, as students begin preparing for high school entrance exams. It's also a time when club activities become a significant part of school life, with many students spending long hours after school practicing sports, music, or other pursuits. High school, or koko, isn't compulsory in Japan, but over 95% of students go on to attend. It's 3 years long and often considered the most intense period of a student's life. The focus on university entrance exams becomes paramount, leading many students to attend juku, or cram schools, in addition to their regular classes. One unique aspect of Japanese schools is the cleaning time, or osoji. Students are responsible for cleaning their classrooms and common areas, fostering a sense of responsibility and respect for shared spaces. You might even see students sweeping the sidewalks outside their schools. Another interesting feature is the school lunch system. In many elementary and junior high schools, students eat kyushoku, or school lunch, together in their classrooms. These meals are designed to be nutritionally balanced and often feature local ingredients, teaching students about health and their local food culture. Japanese schools also put a strong emphasis on non-academic skills. You'll find many schools hosting sports days, culture festivals, and school trips, all designed to build teamwork, creativity, and a sense of community. It's worth noting that while this system has many strengths, it also faces challenges. There's ongoing debate about the pressure placed on students, the emphasis on rote learning, and the need to adapt education for a rapidly changing world. As we walk, you might notice school buildings in the distance, or students in uniform making their way home. Each of these young people is on a journey through this unique educational landscape, one that shapes not just their knowledge, but their character and their place in Japanese society. The education system we've discussed plays a crucial role in shaping the society we see around us in Gotanda and throughout Tokyo. It's a system that values hard work, group harmony, and personal responsibility. As we near the station, what aspects of this educational journey do you find most intriguing? How do you think it compares to educational systems in other parts of the world? As we walk, have you noticed the buses on the streets? Despite Tokyo's famously efficient train system, buses play a crucial role in the city's transportation network. Let's explore why these buses are an essential part of urban life here in Gotanda and throughout Tokyo. While trains form the backbone of Tokyo's public transit, buses fill in the gaps, providing vital connections in areas between train stations or in neighborhoods not directly served by rail lines. They offer a more fine-grained transit network, reaching into residential areas and smaller streets where trains simply can't go. Take a look at the buses passing by. You'll notice they come in various sizes, from large, articulated buses to smaller models. This variety allows the bus system to adapt to different routes and passenger volumes efficiently. Many of these buses are painted a distinctive mint green color, which belongs to the Toei bus network, operated by the Tokyo Metropolitan Government. One of the most interesting features of Tokyo's buses is their precision. Like the trains, buses in Tokyo are known for their punctuality. They operate on strict schedules, and you'll often see passengers lining up at bus stops in orderly queues, a reflection of the overall orderliness of Japanese society. Buses in Tokyo also cater to diverse needs. Many are equipped with low floors and ramps, making them accessible to passengers with mobility issues, parents with strollers, or elderly riders. This inclusivity is a key factor in their continued relevance in a rapidly aging society. Another reason buses remain popular is their cost-effectiveness. While train fares can add up, especially for short trips with transfers, buses often offer cheaper fares for similar journeys. Many commuters use a combination of buses and trains to optimize their travel costs. Buses also provide a different perspective on the city. While trains often run on elevated tracks or underground, buses allow passengers to see the streets and neighborhoods up close. For visitors and locals alike, a bus ride can be a great way to explore the city and discover hidden gems that might be missed from a train. In recent years, there's been a push towards more eco-friendly buses. You might spot some hybrid or even all-electric buses on the streets of Tokyo, part of the city's efforts to reduce carbon emissions and improve air quality. It's worth noting that navigating the bus system can be challenging for visitors, as route information is often only in Japanese. However, efforts are being made to improve accessibility for international visitors, especially in the lead-up to major events. As we watch these buses weave through the streets of Gotanda, it's clear that they're not just a supplement to the train system, but an integral part of Tokyo's transit ecosystem. They represent a commitment to comprehensive public transportation, ensuring that every corner of this vast metropolis is accessible. Next time you're exploring Tokyo, why not hop on a bus for a change? It might just give you a new perspective on this fascinating city. As we continue our walk, keep an eye out for the bus stops and the diverse mix of people using this vital service. What other aspects of Tokyo's transportation system would you like to explore? Let me guess what other aspect might be interesting for you. The practical aspects of navigating Tokyo's transportation system, including some money-saving tips that locals and savvy travelers use. Google Maps is one of the easiest ways to navigate Tokyo's complex transit network, but it requires an internet connection. For visitors to Japan, getting connected is relatively straightforward. You can purchase a SIM card at the airport, major electronics stores, or even some convenience stores. These typically offer generous data allowances, perfect for navigation and staying connected during your stay. Now, let's talk about some tricks for cheaper rides. One of the key strategies is to stick with one company's train lines when possible. In Tokyo, you'll find several major railway companies like JR, Tokyo Metro, and Toei Subway. While they all connect seamlessly, transferring between companies often incurs additional fees. Google Maps is indeed excellent at showing these price differences. When planning your route, look for the option that says easier transfer or fewer transfers. This often correlates with using a single company's lines and can save you money. Sometimes, the cheapest route might involve a bit of walking. Don't be surprised if Google Maps suggests you walk to a station that's slightly further away. This can often save you money by avoiding a short, expensive train hop. It's a great way to see more of the city and save some yen at the same time. Another tip is to look out for combo tickets or day passes. For example, if you're planning to use both Tokyo Metro and Toei Subway lines extensively in one day, a combo ticket can offer significant savings. These aren't always the best value for everyone, but for a day of heavy sightseeing, they can be a great deal. For longer stays, consider getting a rechargeable IC card like Pasmo or Suica. These cards not only make boarding trains and buses more convenient, no need to buy individual tickets, but they also offer slightly discounted fares compared to single-trip tickets. If you're really looking to save, consider taking the bus for shorter trips. As we discussed earlier, bus fares are often cheaper than train fares for similar distances. While they might be slower, they can be a more economical option, especially if you're not in a rush. Lastly, don't forget about walking or cycling for shorter distances. Tokyo is a very walkable city, and many neighborhoods, including parts of Gotanda, are best explored on foot. Many stations also offer bicycle rental services, which can be a fun and cheap way to get around, especially in flatter areas of the city. Just a reminder, since this is a 360-degree video, you can explore at your own pace and look around just like you're really here. Simply drag the screen with your mouse or tilt your phone to explore every angle of Gotanda. It's like having your own virtual reality tour without any special equipment needed. If you're new here, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit that notification bell so you won't miss out on any of our upcoming adventures. We're always discovering new places, sharing fun facts, and uncovering hidden gems around the world. And we'd also love to hear from you. Feel free to drop a comment below and let us know what you enjoyed most so far about this tour, or if you have any questions or suggestions for future videos. Your feedback means the world to us and helps us make each tour better than the last. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help us know what kind of content you love and want to see more of. Now, let's turn our attention to the Meguro River flowing beneath us. This river, stretching about 7.82 kilometers, plays a significant role in the life and landscape of Tokyo. While it may not be as famous as some of Tokyo's other waterways, the Meguro River has its charm, particularly in spring when it transforms into one of the city's most beloved cherry blossom viewing spots. As you look around, you'll notice that the riverbanks have been beautifully landscaped. This is part of a broader urban renewal project that has turned the Meguro River into a delightful green corridor cutting through the heart of the city. The walkways lining both sides of the river are popular with joggers, couples on romantic strolls, and locals simply looking for a peaceful escape from the urban hustle. The river's history stretches back centuries. In the Edo period, it was an important source of water for local industries, particularly textile dyeing. The name Meguro itself means black eyes and is said to come from the dark, dye-stained waters that once flowed here. Today, the river is much cleaner, thanks to extensive environmental efforts. One of the most striking features of the Meguro River is the rows of cherry trees lining its banks. In early April, these trees burst into bloom, creating a stunning tunnel of pink blossoms that draws visitors from all over Tokyo and beyond. The annual Nakameguro Cherry Blossom Festival transforms the area into a magical wonderland, with lanterns illuminating the blossoms at night. But the river's charm isn't limited to spring. Throughout the year, it serves as a green oasis in the city. In summer, the lush foliage provides welcome shade. Autumn brings its own beauty as the leaves change color. Even in winter, there's a serene beauty to the bare branches silhouetted against the sky. The Meguro River is also home to a variety of wildlife. If you look closely, you might spot koi fish swimming in the waters or birds like herons and kingfishers hunting along the banks. It's a reminder of the pockets of nature that persist even in the heart of this bustling metropolis. As we stroll along this wide street in Gotanda, you'll notice an abundance of dining options lining the ground floors of the buildings around us. This variety is a testament to Tokyo's reputation as a food lover's paradise, and Gotanda certainly holds its own in this regard. Let's explore the diverse culinary landscape that surrounds us. You'll see everything from small, family-run eateries to trendy cafes and well-known restaurant chains. This mix reflects the area's blend of business people, locals, and visitors, all looking for different dining experiences. One of the most common sights you'll spot are the ubiquitous ramen shops. These often have ticket vending machines outside, where you select and pay for your meal before entering. The rich aroma of simmering broth often wafts out onto the street, enticing passersby. Each shop likely has its own specialty, whether it's a rich, pork-based tonkatsu broth or a lighter, soy-based shoyu ramen. You might also notice several izakayas, Japan's version of gastropubs. These are perfect for after-work gatherings, offering a wide variety of small dishes meant for sharing, along with beer, sake, and other drinks. During evenings, you typically see groups of coworkers unwinding here after a long day at the office. For those looking for a quick bite, convenience stores and standing sushi bars offer fast, affordable options. Don't underestimate the quality of convenience store food in Japan. It's often surprisingly good and freshly prepared. Gotanda is also known for its Korean restaurants, a reflection of the area's historical ties to the Korean community in Tokyo. You might spot signs advertising kimchi, bibimbap, or Korean barbecue. These restaurants offer a delicious alternative to Japanese cuisine and are popular among locals and visitors alike. For those with a sweet tooth, keep an eye out for patisseries and cafes. Many of these blend Japanese and Western influences, creating unique desserts that are as visually appealing as they are delicious. You might see displays of colorful wagashi, traditional Japanese sweets, alongside perfectly crafted cream puffs or Mont Blanc cakes. As we walk, you'll also notice that many restaurants display plastic food models in their windows. These incredibly realistic replicas give potential diners a preview of the menu and are a unique feature of Japan's food culture. They're particularly helpful if you're not confident in reading Japanese menus. It's worth mentioning that many restaurants in this area cater to solo diners, a common sight in Tokyo. You might see counter seats facing the kitchen, or even individual booths designed for one person, perfect for a quick, private meal. Note, details to verify for complete accuracy include the current mix of restaurant types in Gotanda, any notable new openings or local specialties, and up-to-date information on dining trends in the area. As we continue our walk, take in the sights and smells of Gotanda's vibrant food scene. Each restaurant represents a potential culinary adventure, from comforting traditional dishes to innovative fusion cuisine. The diversity on display here is a microcosm of Tokyo's incredible food culture. Remember, if you're enjoying this tour of Gotanda's culinary landscape, don't forget to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe for more virtual walks through Tokyo's fascinating neighborhoods. What type of Japanese cuisine interests you the most? Is there a particular dish you'd love to try in one of these local eateries? While we walk, have you noticed that cyclists and pedestrians are sharing the same sidewalk? This is a common scene in Tokyo, including here in Gotanda. This arrangement might seem unusual or even potentially dangerous to visitors from countries where dedicated bike lanes are the norm, so let's delve into this unique aspect of Tokyo's urban design. Unlike many European cities, Tokyo generally lacks dedicated bicycle lanes. Instead, cyclists often navigate the same space as pedestrians on wide sidewalks. This shared space approach is deeply ingrained in Tokyo's urban fabric and has evolved over time due to several factors. First, it's important to understand that cycling in Japan is viewed somewhat differently than in many Western countries. Here, bicycles are often seen more as an extension of pedestrian traffic rather than as vehicles. Many people use bikes for short trips to the station, grocery shopping, or running errands, rather than for long-distance commuting or sport. The lack of dedicated bike lanes is partly due to the constraints of Tokyo's urban landscape. Many streets in Tokyo are narrow, having evolved from old Edo period pathways. Adding separate bike lanes to these streets would be challenging without major reconstruction. You'll notice that despite the shared space, there's a surprising amount of order. Japanese cyclists typically ride at slower speeds when on sidewalks, showing consideration for pedestrians. There's an unspoken etiquette where cyclists often ring their bells gently to signal their approach, and pedestrians make way when they can. However, this system is not without its critics. Safety concerns have been raised, particularly regarding elderly pedestrians and the increasing number of cyclists. In recent years, there have been discussions about improving infrastructure for cyclists, and you might spot some streets with painted lines suggesting separate spaces for bikes and pedestrians. It's worth noting that while cycling on sidewalks is generally tolerated, it's not always strictly legal. Laws regarding sidewalk cycling can vary depending on the specific location and the size of the bicycle. However, enforcement is often lenient unless a cyclist is riding dangerously. Another interesting point is the parking of bicycles. Look around, and you'll likely see designated bicycle parking areas near stations and shopping districts. These help manage the large number of bikes without cluttering sidewalks, though you'll still see bikes parked in various spots around the city. As we continue our walk, observe how cyclists and pedestrians interact. You'll see a dance of sorts, a constant, subtle negotiation of space that somehow works in this densely populated city. It's another example of the ordered chaos that makes Tokyo so fascinating. As the sun begins to set, Gotanda transforms, revealing a vibrant nightlife scene that might surprise many visitors. Let's explore the after-dark offerings of this multifaceted neighborhood. Gotanda, while not as famous for nightlife as areas like Shibuya or Roppongi, has its own unique charm after dark. One of the most prominent features of Gotanda's nightlife is its concentration of izakayas. These Japanese-style pubs are the go-to spots for after-work drinks and casual dining. You'll see groups of colleagues filing into these establishments, ready to unwind over cold beer, sake, and an array of small, shareable dishes. The lively chatter and clinking of glasses spill out onto the streets, creating a convivial atmosphere. Gotanda is also known for its karaoke bars. These range from large, multi-floor establishments to intimate boxes perfect for small groups. Don't be surprised if you hear the occasional off-key rendition of a popular song floating out from these venues. Karaoke is a beloved pastime in Japan, and Gotanda offers plenty of opportunities to grab a microphone and belt out your favorite tunes. For those seeking a more sophisticated evening, Gotanda boasts several bars and lounges. Some of these are hidden away on upper floors of nondescript buildings, offering stunning night views of the Tokyo skyline. These range from craft cocktail bars to whiskey specialists, catering to discerning drinkers looking for a quieter, more refined atmosphere. One unique aspect of Gotanda's nightlife is its cluster of Korean establishments. Given the area's historical connection to Tokyo's Korean community, you'll find Korean-style bars and restaurants that come alive at night. These offer a different flavor to the typical Japanese izakaya experience, with soju flowing freely and the tantalizing aroma of Korean barbecue filling the air. It's worth noting that Gotanda also has a reputation for its love hotels, a quintessentially Japanese institution. While this aspect of nightlife might not be for everyone, it's an interesting cultural phenomenon that adds to the area's after-dark character. For night owls, Gotanda doesn't disappoint. You'll find several late-night eateries, including 24-hour restaurants and ramen shops. These cater to everyone from late shift workers to revelers looking for a midnight snack. As we walk, you might also notice small standing bars, or tachinomi. These offer a uniquely Japanese drinking experience, casual, often cheaper than seated establishments, and great for a quick drink and snack. While Gotanda's nightlife might not have the international reputation of some other Tokyo districts, it offers a more local, authentic experience. It's a place where you can observe and participate in the everyday after-work culture of Tokyo residents. As always, if you're enjoying this glimpse into Gotanda's nightlife, don't forget to give our video a thumbs up and subscribe for more virtual tours of Tokyo's diverse neighborhoods. What aspects of Japanese nightlife intrigue you the most? Would you be game for a karaoke session, or prefer a quiet cocktail with a view of the Tokyo skyline? Now let's discuss whether tourists should add Gotanda to their Tokyo itinerary and what unique experiences they might find here. Gotanda, while often overshadowed by more famous Tokyo districts, certainly deserves consideration for tourists looking to experience a more authentic slice of Tokyo life. It's an area that beautifully balances the modern and traditional, the commercial and residential, offering visitors a glimpse into the everyday Tokyo that locals know and love. One of the main draws for tourists visiting Gotanda is its off-the-beaten-path appeal. Here, you can escape the tourist crowds and experience a more genuine, lived-in part of Tokyo. It's an excellent place for those who want to see how ordinary Tokyoites live, work, and play. Visitors to Gotanda will find a diverse array of attractions and experiences. The Meguro River, which we discussed earlier, is a major highlight, especially during cherry blossom season. The riverside promenade offers a picturesque walk and a perfect spot for photography, particularly when the cherry trees are in bloom. Food enthusiasts will find plenty to excite their palates in Gotanda. The area's mix of traditional Japanese eateries, Korean restaurants, and modern cafes provides a culinary journey through various aspects of Tokyo's food scene. It's a great place to try local favorites without the long queues you might find in more touristy areas. For those interested in Japanese pop culture, Gotanda offers several manga cafes and game centers. These provide an insight into popular leisure activities among locals and can be a fun way to spend an afternoon or evening. Shoppers might enjoy exploring the area around Gotanda Station. While not as expansive as major shopping districts like Shibuya or Shinjuku, you'll find a mix of local shops and well-known chains, offering a more relaxed shopping experience. History buffs might appreciate a visit to the Hara Museum of Contemporary Art, located just a short walk from Gotanda Station. Housed in a 1930s mansion, it offers a unique blend of historical architecture and modern art. Tourists looking to experience Tokyo's famous nightlife will find Gotanda offers a more down-to-earth alternative to flashier districts. The izakayas and local bars provide an authentic after-work drinking experience, and you're more likely to be rubbing elbows with locals than other tourists. However, it's important to note that Gotanda isn't packed with major tourist attractions. Its charm lies more in its everyday scenes and local flavor. Visitors won't find towering skyscrapers or ancient temples here, but instead, a genuine slice of contemporary Tokyo life. For tourists, Gotanda offers an opportunity to step off the well-trodden tourist path and into a more authentic Tokyo experience. It's ideal for those who've perhaps visited Tokyo before and want to explore beyond the major sites, or for travelers who prefer to immerse themselves in local life rather than tick off tourist hotspots. Well, fellow explorers, we've nearly reached the end of our journey through the fascinating neighborhood of Gotanda. I want to extend a huge thank you to all of you who've stuck with us until the very end. Your curiosity and enthusiasm for discovering the hidden gems of Tokyo make these virtual tours possible and so rewarding. If you've enjoyed this insider's look at Gotanda, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Your likes help others discover these lesser-known sides of Tokyo. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing to our channel. By subscribing, you'll be the first to know about our upcoming virtual walks through other intriguing Tokyo neighborhoods and beyond. Speaking of upcoming tours, I have an exciting announcement for all you Sakura enthusiasts out there. We have a special walking tour video that showcases the breathtaking cherry blossoms along the Meguro River. It's a spectacular sight that transforms this area into a pink wonderland every spring. You won't want to miss it. You'll find the link to that video in the description section below, so be sure to check it out. And don't stop here. We have a whole collection of virtual tours exploring various aspects of Tokyo and other parts of Japan. From bustling city centers to tranquil temple gardens, from local food scenes to traditional festivals, there's always more to discover. So, take a look at our other videos and continue your virtual journey through this fascinating country. Remember, these tours are designed to give you a taste of what it's like to explore Japan, but nothing beats experiencing it in person. So whether you're planning your first trip or your 10th, I hope these videos inspire you to dig deeper and discover the many layers of Tokyo and Japan. Thank you once again for joining us on this walk through Gotanda. Your support means the world to us. Until our next adventure, keep exploring, stay curious, and don't forget to look around in our 360-degree world. Sayonara from Gotanda, and we'll see you on our next virtual tour.